So basically, we're reacting to what you should do next if you are worried about the TikTok ban, because guys, it's happening. I've already told you guys about it, what's to come, and what you guys should be doing is coming over to Threads because it's a way better platform, and it will definitely be a way better platform once the TikTok ban actually happens. You guys will find out. You guys will see when it actually happens.
As a way to give value to brands and sponsorships, you should be exploring UGC, user-generated content relationships, where you post to the brand's social media and where you could even license them content that they can use in their advertising online and offline. So what does that look like? We've talked about this in other videos related to sponsorship. In fact, I gave you a complete sponsorship blueprint that includes what you should be doing with UGC, user-generated content, and also sponsored content, brand deal contracts, and so on and so forth. You can watch those videos. I will link to them in the description. We also have our brand deal starter kit for more resources with this, including sample contracts for sponsorship, email swipe files for outreach to brands, and media kit templates that you can customize for yourself when you're pitching your brands. But most importantly, you need to look at the relationships you already have with existing brands. And you need to be solidifying 6 to 12 month contracts. This is very important for you guys who rely on platforms for your living, especially if you rely on TikTok for your living. Need 6 to 12 month contracts for user-generated content on behalf of the brand, and to be their spokesperson and a brand ambassador for them, where they can post that content to their own social media accounts or even use it in advertising for an additional fee and for some licensing. You need to explore what are called NIL deals, name, image, and likeness, where you become the face of a brand and they're able to use your name, image, and likeness for credibility and promotion. Now, with me, I've done brand deals like this myself, where I actually did a billboard campaign with my friends over at Kajabi. And so they put me on billboards in LA and in New York Times Square, and they were able to use my name, image, and likeness for promotion. I was paid for that. I didn't have to buy a billboard. I didn't have to pay them. They paid me for that. And they've also paid me for user-generated content on Instagram before. I've also done a similar partnership for user-generated content on behalf of YouTube themselves. But when I tell you that you need to be exploring user-generated content,
UGC, YouTube content
as always term deals with brands, the reason is because that can replace the income that you would look for from a 9-to-5 job, or even supplement and replace platform revenue like ad revenue or revenue from a creator fund that you might be living off of. And that 6 to 12 months buys you security and will keep you afloat in the long term, while you might be needing to build up your followers in another account or a new platform should the worst happen. This is why I don't like to encourage creators to see their value in just their views, or to do view-based pricing for sponsorships instead of value-based pricing. And what value-based pricing is it's not just whatever you feel like charging. It's about having rates for deliverables and for things that you're going to make for the brand, and thinking more like an agency. Because remember, when a sponsor and a brand is paying you, they're not paying an ad agency. And ad agencies do not price based on the views they think they're going to generate for a company. Advertising agencies price based on services rendered and assets delivery. So that takes care of some of your money anxiety if you're trying to be a full-time content creator, or if you live off that content. With short form, you have that ability to make short form content for other platforms for the brands. They can and you should just license it to them for a fee to use it on multiple social media platforms, not just one. This means that there's a justification for paying you more. You'd also obviously increase the rates with exclusivity. We talk about this more in the brand deals videos and in the brand deal starters. Now, when it comes to shifting your audience to a new platform, one of the best ways to approach this is by going live and multi-streaming across platforms, but advocating for support on these other platforms that you realize probably have more longevity.
I'm doing that.
Places like YouTube, for example. So I'd be multi-streaming on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And I'd probably be trying to move my audience to YouTube and Instagram and tell them to support me over there. and doing something where I encourage them to help run numbers up there.
Nigga, you
Part of
never
the
went
reason
live on
for
it
that
when they
all multi-streaming there is so that you can see that there's just as good or a better viewer experience on the other platforms. But YouTube in particular are where you want to be, because YouTube and Instagram in particular are where you'd be able to get more brand deals. Instagram, especially if you're an entertainer and lifestyle influencer, we're going to do very well there with brand deals. It's where people were doing brand deals in short form before TikTok took off. So brand deals and sponsorship and UGC, big home for that on Instagram. Instagram even has a marketplace for brand deals now inside the app itself directly. So that's an opportunity that a lot of people are not talking about whatsoever. So you have that opportunity. And I know that
Facts. Like, bro, y'all need to stop talking about TikTok, man. There's a whole marketplace out of Missouri. Bro, the guy made a whole marketplace for creators to connect with brands. So y'all can easily get brand deals. Like, what? Come on, y'all. Y'all need to stop sleeping on like, it's not that bad, y'all. Like, if TikTok gets banned tomorrow, we're gonna be good, y'all. Trust me.
a lot of you, the way you're making your money is TikTok Shop. I wouldn't say that there is a comparable competitor directly to TikTok Shop. However, YouTube Shopping has its affiliate program for tag products. Our commissions at up to 15%, which can be better than Amazon influencer program. And Instagram does have an e-commerce style platform offering as well on their platform. So while I won't sit here and pretend for 1 minute that it's as good as TikTok Shop, I do think that there's an opportunity here for you guys to make money in a similar fashion between the two platforms. This may not be exactly what you're used to. Also, keep in mind that if brands and companies,
What he's saying is so true.
one thing you can definitely do to help you, aside from advocating for your audience to join you on those platforms via your live streams while you're talking to them and chatting to them, is you could also make sure that you are backing up all of your previous TikTok content and that you're booting it to YouTube and to Instagram. I would even
You guys got to start posting your TikToks to other apps too. You know that, right? And the easiest way to do that, go to the link in the description and sign up for repurpose.io. I'm going to drop a video on how to do this. It's very simple. You can back up all your videos using repurpose.io. Just click the link in the description, sign up. And it is an affiliate link, just letting you know. But click the link in the description, sign up, and get on the trial. And if you like it, you're going to have to subscribe, of course. But that's only if you try it out for free first and you like the service. If you actually like the service, then all you got to do is just continue using it. But it's worth it. Trust me, guys.
consider Facebook to see if you can get monetized over there, because Meta is also going to lower the requirements here in 2025, according to them. Like, it's easier to get monetized on Meta's platform. Monetized on one aspect of Meta, you'll be monetized at another. We don't know what they're going to do for monetization on Threads, for example. So Threads is still a thing. So between all of them, I would actually
Said Threads is still a thing, like it's not.
focus on YouTube and Instagram, where we know brand deals are people to full.
If you know, you know.
YouTube, we know that there's the YouTube Partner Program and multiple ways to monetize. The revenue sharing on YouTube is also more generous overall at TikTok. And I would encourage you to not just post short form videos to TikTok, from TikTok to YouTube. I would encourage you to start taking advantage of YouTube's live streaming and the vertical live streaming in YouTube. That way you can also become part of the YouTube Partner Program more easily and get the 4,000 watch hours. If you are not familiar with YouTube,
See, that's the thing. I need to figure that out.
watch hours requirement and the 1,000 subscriber requirement.
I need to figure that
I
out.
recently made updated videos on each of these and strategies to help you get that first 1,000 subscribers and to get those first 4,000 watch hours. If you are a short form creator, you're definitely going to want to get the subscribers by uploading short form content. But instead of trying to get the shorts monetization with 10 million views in 90 days, which is insane, you're going to want to meet the watch time requirements. And the way you're going to meet
10 million views in 90 days? That's fuck.
going to be getting the 4,000 hours of watch time through vertical live streaming, which uses the same vertical feed as Shorts. But unlike YouTube Shorts, they count watch hours for your monetization requirements.
How do you set it up?
Shorts, you have to meet the 10 million view in 90-day requirements. If you go for live streaming in vertical, it still will be the vertical video that you're used to. It'll still be in the same feed as the vertical feed for YouTube Shorts.
I'm vertical right now, though.
But you'll be graded on your ability to accumulate watch time and watch hours instead. And so that works with the vertical live streams, and you get more reach with them. And it's something that if you brought your TikTok audience with you, if they're already used to. And if you're multi-streaming and you're trying to funnel people over, this also would help. So that's why I would advise that. And to accomplish
all 2025 are funneling when you go see.
probably to get monetized.
That sounds so possible. All 2025 are using
You just want to try to aim for getting like 48 hours a day of watch time, something like that. 24 to 48 hours a day of watch time to get monetized as quickly as possible. If you're streaming for 1 to 2 hours, maybe some of you stream longer than that, think about it. If you just do a daily marathon or you do some kind of version of a subathon, let's say, something like that, but you do it on YouTube and you do it in vertical live videos, that's going to really help you rack up those watch hours. And if you're already posting shorts, you have a high probability of getting the subscriber count, especially if you're getting support.
Y'all, look at this. I don't know if y'all can see this. Hold on, bro. Y'all, look at this.
Clouds all there to support you. Content. So I think that you can get monetized in a reasonable amount of time. Start earning from the use.
Someone explain to me how it gets you to doing vertical live stream.
From funding, we call those super chats, super thanks, super stickers. So you get donations. Unlike with TikTok and other platforms, it's a 70-30 split, and you get 70% of that. And then you get ad revenue on long form.
Split for TikTok.
Ad revenue from a shorts pool. You can argue that right now it's not as good as TikTok on the shorts, but with an influx of new viewership and new advertisers, could get as good as that very quickly back. So something to think about. So basically my advice to you is secure the bag. Go to your sponsors, talk to them about what's going on, lock in for some UGC content because they're going to need to do an advertising blitz if they're losing their presence on TikTok as well. So work together for your mutual benefit, secure long-term partnerships. Diversify your income streams and your content by posting to Instagram and YouTube specifically and porting all of your old TikToks to these platforms and posting a couple of them a day, playing catch up. Even if the TikTok ban doesn't happen, this is good advice and could increase your earning potential either way. There's not a downside to you getting more brand deals and doing UGC and not having a performance burden for it needing to do well on views.
Here's the secret, y'all. You need automation. You can't do this without automation. You will burn yourself out. Trust me, you do not want to attempt this. I've done it before. It's not pretty. It's not fun. And it's just, why put your energy in jeopardy? Why would you do that to yourself? Love yourself. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to doing work, especially content creation, you want to use automations. Automations are your best friend. Okay? You want to utilize as much as possible. And you want to save as much energy as possible when you're doing content, because you want to be showing up every single day doing this. We got to be utilizing our tools, right? We got to be utilizing our tools. We got to be utilizing our AI, our automations, because is what is going to help us show up more consistently.
Because it lives on the Brands platform and you charge them for making the content. So that benefits you. There's not a downside to doing it. There's not a downside of asking all of your TikToks and posting to YouTube and trying to get monetized as quickly as possible. If you're not a live stream, you can live stream to Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. What's hurting you?
What am I doing right now?
What's the downside? What's going to go wrong there? There's nothing for you to figure out that. And then if you are doing this, you're just expanding your opportunities, your reach, your digital footprint. And it's not as if this is a heavy lift to do what I'm saying and to move forward with this. You should act as if the TikTok ban is a guarantee, because it just will make you a better creator business to act as if it's going to happen. Even if it doesn't.
Y'all preparing for the TikTok ban? What's y'all opinion on this shit? Y'all preparing? What's going on? Where's y'all minds at?
All the anxiety aside, you'll just be secure, and then you're not holding your breath every 2 to 4 years that there's an election. Wouldn't you just rather know that you've diversified and all these eggs aren't in the one basket and that you have multiple ways to make money as a creator? What's the downside here to doing what I'm asking you to do and what I'm advising you to do is diversifying?
Trying to find one.
A little bit of extra work, a little bit of extra
Not really, because you're using automation.
for lift. But if you just go ahead and you commit to it, you're not having a panic attack every 2 to 4 years about what the government's going to do and how it's going to affect your livelihood. So a little bit of tough love there. That is my advice for short form content creators. Keep in mind, you could take this even further and you could be posting your short form to Snapchat and to X.com as well. Both
You said Snapchat.
platforms are paying creators.
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to sit here and tell you they're paying as good as TikTok. I'm not going to sit here and tell you they're paying as good as YouTube. But between having Instagram Reels,
They are. Snapchat is. If y'all watching this, hey, y'all don't know about Snapchat? Y'all better get it. You better get familiar. For real.
Instagram
Start doing
will
homework.
pay you, Facebook Reels will pay you.
I'll come out with some videos, these two shorts in a few days. Maybe next, not a few days, but maybe sometime.
5 new potential income streams for the same video that you recorded and edited already. And for a lot of you, for a back catalog of videos you already did that you could be easily. So that would be my advice: is secure the bag, diversify your platforms, diversify your income streams, take your creator business seriously, and don't cling to the platform identity of TikTok or YouTuber or streamer or whatever. You're a content creator, you're a creator with a business, and you use these platforms.
That's so cringe. I see people on TikTok streamer in their bio. It's so cringe.
Hey, nigga, why don't you stream to multiple platforms and just call yourself a streamer? Why you have to call yourself a TikTok streamer? Like for some badge of honor. I should have done that.
As much for your benefit. Stop letting the platforms absorb all the value by you being loyal to them as if they were loyal to you. It's not this perfect reciprocal relationship. These platforms ain't loyal. So don't act like they are. You focus on your brand, you focus on your business, and you let the platform spend for themselves, because that's how they're going to do you when it really comes down to it. So that's where my advice comes from. My advice comes from you thinking about what's best for you. You think about what's best for your audience. You let the platform spend you for themselves, and you will go to whichever platform is willing to pay